Welcome to the Schneider Triton Center for this evening's boys basketball matchup. Varsity only between the Sheboygan North Golden Raiders and the Notre Dame Academy Tritons. Hi everyone, I'm Joey Bonadonna. Should be a good one tonight. Sheboygan North coming into this one 3-3. Their last time out, a win at Plymouth, 69-47. The Tritons coming in ranked 6th in the state in Division II, 12-5. Ball goes out of bounds off the jump. It'll stay with Sheboygan North. We'll roll out the starting lineups. First for the home Tritons. Number 2, Danny Nettig. Number 3, Chris Mitchell. Number 21, Keegan King. Number 24, George Kress. And number 41, Garrett Gresh. Again, Nettig, Mitchell, King, Kress, and Gresh. Red Raiders starting with the ball as accustomed to with most games here in the Fox Valley. No tip-off with COVID procedures. A three-point shot, no, a pump fake. Good movement by the Golden Raiders, and their first shot no good. It was Schonenberger that couldn't get it to go. Mitchell on the other end. He'll drive, kick it out to Kress. He'll drive, George Kress, a foul and one. Fitting that our first basket of the night comes from number 24, George Kress. George sitting at 743 career points, now 745 with that bucket. It'll stay at 745 for at least a little bit as he misses the free throw. He had 21 in the loss at Pewaukee on Saturday. Schmidt with it, pass inside to Schonenberger. He slips, turns it over. Tritons going on the transition. King inside, kicks out to Nennig. Nennig driving out to King. King to Nennig. Now Mitchell, he'll reset. Out to Kress. Nennig, now Mitchell with it again. Garrett Gresh got a pump fake. Inside, Keegan King, easy 2 points for the 6'2 junior, 21 Keegan King. Keegan had 10 points in the loss over Pewaukee on Saturday. Sheebley gets it to Tudis. Back to Sheebley. Golden Raiders will lose it out of bounds off of the fingertips of Chandler Fogel, out of bounds. And we'll get our first substitution. Willie Robinson checking in for the Golden Raiders. Sheebley will take a seat, and Mitchell will run the point. Mitchell inside, King, and will draw a foul. Foul will go against number 5, Chandler Fogel, and Keegan King will take 2 shots. King good on the first. He's got 3 already. Off on the second, Tudis goes up and hauls in the rebound. 5-0 lead for the Tritons. Fogel with it, gets it to Schmidt. Back to Fogel. He'll drive against King. And we'll have a double dribble. Keegan King with some tight defense that time on Chandler Fogel. Fogel tried to drive a couple of times, but just couldn't. Fogel just could not get past King, just locking up Chandler Fogel on that one. Another turnover here for the Golden Raiders. and the Tritons get possession again. Inside, Garrett Gresh, nice reverse layup, a feed from Keegan King, and we'll get an early timeout from head coach Eric Worth. The Raiders calling a timeout with 15:01 remaining in the first. Tritons with the 7-0 lead. We'll keep it here. We're talking about George Kress. He's up to now 745 career points. He is well into the 700 club, potentially being able to get to number 6 all time. Avery Lyons was 700. He was number 7, and number 6, Colin Davis, has 829 points, so George will need to get to 830 to pass him. Back from timeout, it'll be Sheboygan North ball. Tudis will inbound it to Schonenberger. Trap defense from the Tritons. Schonenberger gets it to Claiborne. Robinson in the corner. Back to Claiborne. Schonenberger tries to get inside, gets it to Claiborne. A three-point shot goes up, bang! Kirby Claiborne gets the Golden Raiders' first points of the night. George Kress, coast to coast on the other end, 2 points for George Kress. 9-3 now is our score. Robinson looking to facilitate. He had a pass in the corner to Schmidt. Ball went right back to him. Now it's in the hands of Schonenberger. Schonenberger back to Robinson. He'll pull up for 3 off the back iron, and Nenig hauls in the rebound and a jump ball. Max Tudis with the heads-up play, but it will stay Triton ball. It'll be Mitchell, the Golden Raiders. So many Raiders in this conference. And a lot of teams with red in the name. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Sheboygan North ball. That's a mistake I've made one too many times, calling. We've got Red Wings, Red Raiders, Golden Raiders, Red Birds, just a lot out there. So it's the Golden Raiders forcing a turnover there, and now they have possession. Claiborne gets it to Schonenberger. Back to Schmidt, now back to Claiborne. Schmidt with it up top. And a foul will go against Danny Nenig. That'll be the Tritons' first foul of the game. It's going to go against Danny Nenig with the push. Schonenberger gets it to Robinson. Over to Claiborne, back to Robinson. A three-point shot goes up. Claiborne off the back iron, hauled in by Danny Nenig. Mitchell getting it to Kress. Garrett Gresh, he'll shoot the 3 off the mark. But a foul's gonna go against Keegan King, and Tritons don't like it. So first against Keegan King, second team foul. Three-point shot goes up short off of everything, and it'll go off of the hands of Robinson. Gresh will inbound it. He'll get it to Kress. Tritons will look to work out of the press, and they do. Inside to Kress, gets it to Nenig. Nenig will drive. Nice pass to Gresh off the glass. 2 points for Garrett Gresh. He's up to 4. Tritons up 11-3. And a travel will go against Schonenberger. Another turnover going against Sheboygan North. Gresh will get to inbound it here in the front court. And it'll go to Mitchell. Pull-up jumper, got it to go. Chris Mitchell, his first points of the night. And another timeout called by Sheboygan North. Triton's up 13-3 over the Golden Raiders. A series that they won 2-0 last year. This will be the only time they meet in the 2020-2021 season. Again, Triton's won this series 2-0 last year. Their first win, their first win of the 2019-20 season was actually against the Sheboygan North Golden Raiders. Sheboygan North coming into this one again 3-3, an even 500 record. Triton's looking to get 13 wins tonight. That would exceed their regular season win total from last year, ensuring improvement for third-year head coach AJ Alexander. He's done a good job with taking over this program, leading this Triton squad to being one of the best programs in the state. In Division II, Robinson got it on the wing. Cross-court pass to Claiborne. Three-point shot goes up off the mark. Hauled in by Nettig. He's been doing pretty well in the glass tonight. Gresh now with it on the other end. Feed inside to King. King tries to fight through some contact. No good. Still loose ball. King out to Gresh. Nice offensive board there from Keegan King. Nettig will drive to King. No looker pass to Mitchell. Bang! A beautiful play by Keegan King to get the offensive glass, and then on the other end got a no-look pass to Chris Mitchell. A foul's going to go against George Kress on that one. That's Triton's third. Notre Dame up 16-3. Pass goes inside of Tudis. A three-point shot goes up, off the mark. Luke Schmidt, no good that time. Almost a turnover there, but Nettig was able to scoop up the loose ball. King driving, gets to Kress. A nice move inside. George Kress, one of the better driving scorers in the conference. Gets another layup to go there. He's got 6 points early on for the Tritons. Tudis, coast to coast. And on the other end, another coast-to-coast basket. George Kress, he's got 8 first half points early on in this first half. Feed inside to Robinson and a travel. Another turnover by Sheboygan North. And substitution coming in, Ben Vorpal will check in. Robinson to the bench. A little bit of discussion between official and some players. Inbound will go to Mitchell. George Kress goes up there. The alley-oop finish on the layup. George Kress already up to 10 total points tonight. We're not even 8 minutes into the game. George Kress already with 10 points. A three-point shot by Ben Vorpal for 3. Golden Raiders. George Kress and 1. George Kress have a night, already up to 12 points. Score 24-8 as number 24, George Kress, scores 2. And the free throw off the mark gets saved by Kress. Another big play. Couldn't finish on that one, though. It'll get tipped by Nettig into the backcourt, so we'll not have a backcourt violation. Claiborne with it. Gets it to Schonenberger. Claiborne, Tudis driving baseline, blocked by Gresh, gets saved. And here come the Tritons. Kress coming up with it. And he'll get it to Mitchell. Inside, Garrett Gresh, out to Nenning, 4-3, off the mark, rolls in. I was just about to say off the mark, and it rolls in. Danny Nenning with a 3-point shot, his first points of the night. So a timeout again. Tritons up 27-8. We'll take a timeout with the action. You're watching Notre Dame boys basketball on Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. Back from timeout. Score is 27-8. Tritons with the lead over Sheboygan North. If you're just joining us, George Kress having a night. He's got 12 points early on for the Tritons. Emmett Lawton checking in, as well as Luke Warden. Some energy coming from the Notre Dame bench. Sheebley over to Robinson. Inside Schonenberger. No good. Rebound by Keegan King. We'll try to push up the tempo. Fed to Nenning. He'll save it. And it'll go into the hands of Willie Robinson. Coast to coast for Robinson. No good, but an offensive foul will go against Robinson. Luke Warden will inbound it for the Tritons. Emmett Lawton running the point. Flip to Nenning, to Warden, inside to Lawton, to Kress. Kress gets it to Nenning, pull-up jumper, got it! Danny Nenning with a 2-point basket. He's got 5, and the Tritons are up by 21 points early on. Gets tipped by King. Tried to save it. It goes in the hands of Tudis. Schonenberger, and a foul. Will be a foul going against Keegan King. His second. Will be a shooting foul. Good on the first, Schonenberger. Ethan Walt, a team, checking in. Off on the second, while a team coming down with the rebound. Kick to Nenning. Lawton with it. A flip to Nenning. Pull-up jumper. Got it! 2-point shot, Danny Nenning. He's got 7. 31-9. Tritons with a huge lead over Sheboygan North. Sheebley with it. Vorpal contemplating shooting 3. Robinson over to Tudis. Tudis driving a circus layup off the glass. Max Tudis, the 6'1" sophomore with a big play. Lawton driving, pull-up jumper, no good. Hauled in by Tudis. 7:20 and counting remaining. And a foul. It'll be on the shot. Score currently 31-11. Foul will go against George Kress, his second. Good on the first from Schonenberger. Nenig will check out, as will George Kress. Second one is good. And Karkara will check in for Schonenberger. Hornacek running the point. Gets it to Lawton. Now Wall a team. Out to Warden. Flip to Wall a team. Pull-up jumper by Mitchell, no good. Off the board by Wall a team. Lawton rises up and knocks down a mid-ranger. That's his first basket of the night. 33-13. Tritons with the lead. Kick to Robinson. He'll go, it's still a loose ball, and it'll be a jump ball. It'll stay with Sheboygan North. Robinson lost it, and it kind of bounced around there for a second. Fogel will check in for Vorpal. Inbound goes to Karkara. Inside, Fogel driving in and gets 2 points. Chandler Fogel. Lob to Wall a team from Mitchell. Ethan Wall a team finishing it. He's got his first basket of the night. Tipped by Mitchell. Won't go down as a steal, but we'll get a foul on the floor. Going against Chris Mitchell. His first, team 6th. Robinson will check out. Inbound goes to Shebley. Now Fogel driving. Back out to Shebley. He'll pull up from 3. Bang! Devin Shebley hits it from 3, and the Golden Raiders up to 18. Triton still holding a 17-point lead, however. Hornacek gets to Wall a team inside. A nice feed from Warden. Ethan Wall a team on the finish. He's got 4. Ties a career high for Ethan. Garrett Gresh at the scorer's table. Appears he will check in at the next dead ball. 3-point shot from Karkara just rolls out. Luke Warden will haul on the rebound, and Lawton will run up the point. Nice handles. Feed inside to Wall, a team off the glass. No good, an offensive rebound, but he'll draw a foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul will go against Devin Shebley. And Wall a team will shoot 2. Off on the first. Nenig and Gresh will check in. Lawton and Warden going to the bench. .503 remaining in the first. Wall a team good on the second, so he'll be up to 5. A timeout called by Sheboygan North. Excuse me, by Notre Dame. 5:03 remaining. Tritons up 38-18. Ethan Wall a team with a new career high of 5. Only a sophomore. He's got a bright future here in this program. He's showing some good flashes of potential here tonight, scoring up near the rim. Tritons will roll out a lineup of Nenig, Mitchell, Hornacek, Walla team and Gresh. The Golden Raiders rolling out a lineup of Schmidt, Karkara, Tudis, Robinson, and Fogel. Robinson now in the hands of Karkara. Tight defense there by Hornacek. Mitchell came in to help. Tudis rising up and drops it in off the glass. Max Tudis. Cross-court pass. Nenig for three. Bang! Danny Nenig for three. He's got 10 for the Tritons. Tritons, one of the higher scoring offenses in the conference, as Fogel drops in a three. Back to what I was saying earlier, Tritons, one of the more higher scoring offenses in the FRCC. I believe the highest scoring team. And they're letting it rain tonight. Gresh, a nice reverse layup. He's up to 6 now for the Tritons. Fogel over to Karkara. Back to Fogel. Golden Raiders looking to get something moving. Karkara back to Fogel. He'll drive down the lane and 2 points for Chandler Fogel. Hornacek will run the point. Out to Mitchell, to Gresh for three, bang! Danny Nenig knew it was coming too. 46-25, Garrett Gresh hits a three. Another three-point shot goes up, nothing but net, but not in the good way. It was short. Mitchell on the other end, a fadeaway turnaround jumper. We're going to keep the masks up from the refs. Mitchell up to 7 with that turnaround jumper. (48-25), Tritons cruising here in the first half. And a travel going against Schonenberger. Another turnover by the Golden Raiders. Mitchell trying to work out of a trap, and he does. And he'll run the point. He'll have to get past Max Tudis. And he will. Gets it to Caress. Gresh driving and a travel. Fogel with it here on the wing. Gets it to Schmidt, back to Fogel. Fogel can't get it something to go. He gets it to Robinson. Back to Schmidt inside. Schonenberger blocked by Gresh, and an offensive foul. It'll go against Max Tudis. (48-25) is the score. Tritons with a big lead here in the first. Mitchell driving. Gets it to Gresh. Mitchell driving off the glass. 2 points, Chris Mitchell. He's up to 9. The Tritons up to 50 points here in the first. Schonenberger sealed off by Mitchell. To Robinson, a three-point shot short off the front iron. Gets right back to Fogle. No good on that three-point shot, and Kress rises up to get the rebound. Keegan King, coast to coast, no good. Chudas comes away with the rebound. We're under a minute to go in the first. Three-point shot, Max Chudas, bang! Nothing but net on that one, Max Chudas. A bright spot here for the Golden Raiders. Flip to Kress, flip to Nenig. Nenig will drive. And a loose ball, he tried to get it to Gresh. Fogle almost blocked, but a foul. Will go against George Kress. Fogle will go to the line to shoot two. Fogle good on the first. And good on the second. Golden Raiders have been pretty good on their free throws tonight. Mitchell looking to take his time and potentially get the last shot of the half. Mitchell inside to King. King fed to Gresh, just rolls out. Still loose. Kress floats it up there, 2 points, George Kress. He's got 14. Golden Raiders can't get the basket to go at the last second, so our halftime score 52-30. A huge first half from George Kress. He's got 14 for the Tritons. We'll be back with more complete scores and stats from the first half. You're watching Triton Boys Basketball here on Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. our halftime update here from Notre Dame Academy. Scores for Notre Dame. Emmett Lawton has 2, Danny Nennig with 10. Chris Mitchell with 9, Ethan Wallateam with 5, Keegan King with 3, George Kress with 14, Garrett Gresh with 9, totaling up to 52 first half points for the Tritons. And then for the Golden Raiders, Chase Schonenberger with 3, Chandler Fogel with 9, Devin Sheebley with 3, Kirby Claiborne Jr. with 3, Max Tudis with 9, and Ben Vorpal with 3. That'll total up to 30 first half points for the Sheboygan North Golden Raiders. Tritons up 52-30 at the halftime break. Currently sitting at 12-5 on the season. Last time out, tight one to Pewaukee. Second half rally was able to get them back into that game. They're down by 15 at half. Were able to rally back, but ended up falling short by 8 points. That's a tough team down in Pewaukee. They've got some of the best talent, best young talent down there. They're ranked number 2 in Division II. Triton's still sitting at number 6, I believe, on the Prep Hoops rankings. The WIS Sports ones did come out. The Tritons dropped down to 7 in that one, swapping places with Monroe. Girls basketball yet to get underway from Sheboygan North. A couple minutes left in those warm-ups. We're ready for second half action. It'll be Triton ball coming out of the break. 52-30 is our score, and another half of basketball yet to be played. Inbound goes to Mitchell, and we're ready for second half basketball. Mitchell lob up to Kress, gets swatted away. Tudis on the other side gets sealed off. Kress against Fogel. And I believe Schonenberger goes up and gets 2 points, and our first points of the second half. And over and back going against Keegan King. Not a good start for the Tritons here in the second half.
Still up by 20. But a couple of costly mistakes.
And Sheboygan North gets another basket. Devin Sheebley. Sheboygan North starting this one on a 4-0 run. Get to Mitchell in the corner, 3-point shot off the mark, hauled in by Schmidt. Tudis, a 3-point shot. Schmidt just rattles out, and Nennig hauls in the rebound. Gresh inside to King. King out to Kress. He had a pretty spectacular first half. Flip to Nennig, a 3-point shot, just off the mark. Sheboygan North with it on the other end. 3-point shot, Schmidt off the back iron, and Gresh comes down with the rebound. Kress turning on the Jets, flips it to Nennig. Nennig back to Kress, he'll drive baseline, off the glass, 2 points. George Kress up to 16. Underneath by Chandler Fogel, 2 points. Chris Mitchell flips it to Nennig inside to Gresh. It'll go off of Tudis.
Inbound will go to Gresh. Gets it to Mitchell. He'll rise up and
Banks it in. Chris Mitchell up to 11. That is 3 Tritons in double figures. Schmidt spinning and gets 2 points to go. Timeout called by Notre Dame. Sheboygan North coming out of the half on an 8-4 run. And a timeout called by Notre Dame. We'll take a timeout with the action. You're watching Notre Dame boys basketball on YouTube.
Back from timeout, Notre Dame ball. They're up by 18, 56-38. Sheboygan North, though, coming out of the half on an 8-4 run.
Potentially trying to swing some momentum in their favor. Triton's looking to stop that, though. Nettig to Mitchell. He'll pull up for 3 just off the mark. Tipped up in the air. And Shebley comes down with it. Foul will go against Garrett Gresh, his first. Team's first. And foul will go against Garrett Gresh again. 2 quick fouls within a couple seconds of each other. Luke Warden will come to the scorer's table for Gresh. Judas blocked by Warden. Warden checks in off the bench and immediately says, no, thank you, to Max Tudis, who tried to drive in there and get an easy bucket. Warden quickly rejected that one. Fogel driving out to Schonenberger, 3 points. Chase Schonenberger. And quickly, the lead has been diminished to 15. Mitchell driving and banks it in off the glass. Chris Mitchell, 4 second half points out of the gates. Schonenberger gets it tipped and it'll stay with Sheboygan North. Schonenberger rising up and drops it in. Chase Schonenberger. Kress has the ball. Gets it to King, now to Mitchell. Cross-court pass, Nennig, 3-point shot. Bang, nothing but net. Danny Nennig, his 3rd 3-point basket of the night. Three-point shot, off the mark. Cross hauling in the rebound. Nice flick of the wrist. Transition bucket, Danny Nennig. Play was set up that time by George Kress on the defensive rebound. Another end, a basket. And a quick timeout by Sheboygan North. 63-45 is the score, 13:28 remaining in the first. We'll take a timeout with the action. You're watching Triton Boys basketball on YouTube.
Back from timeout. Kress. Over to Nanig, over to Mitchell, now King out. With it, he'll drive and try to get it to Nanig. And miscommunication goes out of bounds. Goes back to Sheboygan North. Inbound goes to Robinson. Now Schonenberger with it. Trying to work out of the trap. Now Tudis. Wide open shot in the corner. 3-point basket. No good. Still up in the air. Schmidt with it, and it'll go off of George Kress. Kirby Claiborne checking in. Sheboygan North moving it around. Tudis flips it to Robinson. Mitchell almost gets in the passing lane that time. Robinson driving, gets it to Fogel, spinning, driving, and a foul. Looks like it'll go against Luke Warden. Indeed it will. Off on the first. And the second one just toilet bowls out. George Kress turning on the Jets. He'll get it back to Mitchell though. Triton setting up their offense, gets it to Keegan King. King inside Warden off the side of the backboard. Fogel trying to go coast to coast to Robinson, blocked by Keegan King. Other end, George Kress will draw the foul and get 2 shots. What a rejection on Robinson by Keegan King. Wow, he got up there. I'm gonna have to pull up the replay for myself. Wow, that was a vicious block. Kress can't hit the first. And off on the second. Flip to Nanig, a 3-point shot off the mark. Mitchell gets the rebound, and he'll set up the offense. Kress trying to drive, steps back, no good. Couldn't get tipped by King. And a foul will go against Luke Warden. His second, team's fourth. Pass goes out of bounds off the fingertips of Chris Mitchell. Robinson with it. 3-point shot by Sheebley off the mark. Chris Mitchell hauling in the rebound. Working it around the horn. Kress steps to the side. 3-point shot just rattles out. Down under 11:30 remaining. Claiborne, a deep three. Bang! Kirby Claiborne hits the three. Again, back to a 15-point lead. Nanig drives on the baseline off the glass. 2 points. Danny Nanig with 7. Second half points. It's up to, I believe, 17. Garrett Gresh will check back in along with Emmett Lawton. King and Kress will go to the bench. It'll go to Notre Dame. Gresh will travel. Like he had an open lane to drive, but he'll get called for the travel on that one. Under 11 minutes, 10:43 remaining. Claiborne out to Robinson. Tudis. Now Karkara, now over to Shebley. Fed inside, tipped by Lawton. Here comes Chris Mitchell. Mitchell, no good. Looked like he got tipped a little bit. Robinson, backed out to Karkara for three, rolls in. The lead's been cut down to 14. No good, but an offensive rebound. Put back, no good. Here come the Raiders. Deep three-pointer, banks it in. Devin Shebley, and a timeout called by Notre Dame. Lead has been cut down to 11. We'll take a timeout with the action. 65-54 is our score with 9:52 remaining in the second. Back from timeout. It is Notre Dame ball. We're under the 10-minute mark, and Sheboygan North starting to cut it close. Down to an 11-point lead, and Sheboygan North has some energy coming from their bench. Hornacek is in the game. He gets to Gresh. Back to Hornacek. Warden driving baseline, rolls it in. Luke Warden has his first basket of the night. The other end, Tudis. Back to Shebley. Over to Robinson. Back to Shebley. He'll drive, and a foul. Robinson hits the three after the whistle. He'll go against Danny Nennig, his second. Robinson with it. Back to Shebley. Now Claiborne with it. Back to Robinson. Raiders working it around the perimeter, and it'll go off of Notre Dame. It's like for a second it went off Claiborne, but it must have gotten tipped by Triton. Inbound goes to Shebley. Flip to Tudis. A three-point, no. Blocked by Luke Warden, maybe a little bit of the rim. Lawton on the other end will get called on the foul on the floor, or we'll check on it. Basket will count, I believe.
So the basket will count. Or no, excuse me. That signal is for the foul is on the floor, so the basket will not count.
Inbound goes to Nenig. Warden down low and a travel. Triton's up by 15, 69 to 54. 8:30 and counting remaining. Three-point shot, Tudis. It'll go. Ten-point deficit for the Raiders. And out of bounds. So we do have a score correction at 67 to 57. And another timeout called by Notre Dame. 8:03 remaining in the second. 67-57, Tritons with the lead. But Sheboygan North starting to come back. We'll take a timeout with the action. 8:03 remaining in the second. Back from timeout. Sheboygan North with it. Robinson for three off the back iron. Hornacek comes down with the rebound. Triton's trying to get some momentum. King with it. Out to Lawton. Down low to Gresh and a loose ball. It'll be a 2-on-2. Now a 3-on-3, and it'll get stopped. Fogel spinning, a loose ball. Robinson with it. We'll go off of Tudis, gets saved. Still Sheboygan North ball. And a loose ball. Here comes Keegan King. Fast break. Blocked. Out of bounds. Staying Notre Dame's way. Inbound goes to Gresh. Lawton for three off the mark. Robinson on the rebound. Here comes Keegan King again, gets the steal. He'll just lay it in off the glass this time, 2 points. Transition bucket by Keegan King. His first points of the second. Tudis has it on the wing, gets it to Vorpal. Fogel driving, kicks it to Schonenberger. Robinson over to Tudis. Fogel to Schonenberger, Tudis, back to Vorpal, 4-3, bang. Down to single digits for the first time since early in the first half. Garrett Gresh on the putback has his first points of the second. He's up to 11, 71-60.
a Sheboygan North timeout. It'll be a full 71-60. 5:36 remaining in the second. We'll take a timeout with the action. You're watching Notre Dame basketball on Triton Sports Network on YouTube. Back from timeout. 71-60 is our score. Checking in on girls basketball. They're down at Sheboygan North. They're up 15-5. Schonenberger trying to fade away and he'll draw a foul. Will go against Keegan King, his third. While the team, Nenig and Kress will all check in at the break, or excuse me, at the next dead ball. Schonenberger, good on the first. While the team, Nenig and Kress all checking in. Schonenberger, his second, rolls in. And Tudis steals it right away off the inbound. And we're suddenly at a 7-point ball game. Just a total tale of two halves. Sheboygan North stunning Notre Dame here in the second. A reverse drive on the baseline. Garrett Gresh. He's got 4 points here in the second, up to 13. Robinson with it. It'll go off of Nenig. And a foul gonna get called against Chris Mitchell. So now every Triton that's registered a foul has at least two. Nenig, Mitchell, Warden, Gresh all have two. King and Kress with three, and we're into the bonus. Still a lot of time left in the second, so any foul from here on out will result in free throws for Sheboygan North. Schonenberger, his first, no good. He'd been pretty good all night from the free throw line, missing the first on that one though. Flip to Kress, now Nenig. While a team down low to Mitchell. Kress driving to Nenig. Nenig to Walla team. Back to Nenig. Kress driving. He'll draw a foul and it'll count. George Kress up to 18. And he'll go to the line to shoot the and one. Off the mark, so he'll stay at 18. Gets tipped by Kress. Saved by Tudis. 3-point shot just rattles out. Tudis gets the offensive rebound, goes up and draws the foul. George Kress will have his fourth. He'll be shredding in hot water with 4 minutes remaining. And Max Tudis will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Good on the first. Tudis good on the second. Keegan King will check in for Wall a team. (75-66), just under 4 minutes remaining. Sheboygan North showing they're still in this one. And a foul quickly. It'll go against Fogel. That is his second. And a quick foul again. Going against Robinson, his third. Ball's inside to King. King with it. He'll drive baseline to Kress. Gresh, 4-3, bang! Garrett Gresh. 7 points here in the second half. He's up to 16 total points. The senior big three in this starting lineup of Kress, Gresh, and Nenig coming up huge for the Tritons on the offensive end. Nenig has 17. Kress has 18. Gresh has 16. Nenig, he'll drive baseline, gets tipped by Schonenberger. Out to Robinson, now Fogel. We'll be at the 2:30 mark. Sheboygan North needs a basket on this possession. Shebley with it, over to Tudis. 2:15, now to 2:10. Tipped by Nenig, and Keegan King will slow it down. He had a 1-on-2. Kress will drive baseline and will draw the foul on the shot. It'll go against Schonenberger. George Kress going to the line with a chance for 2 free throws. Off the front iron on the first. Luke Schmidt checks in. Second one rolls in. So Kress is now up to 19 points. And a travel called against Robinson. Now the Tritons starting to pull away. Up by 13 with 1:44 remaining in the second. A lot of time yet for Sheboygan North, but Notre Dame potentially with a big basket here can start to put it away. Mitchell will run the point working against Tudis. Gets it to King. Gresh over to Mitchell. Mitchell trying to take some time off the clock. He'll reset. To Nenig and a foul going against Tudis. And Nenig will go to the line. That's the 4th against Tudis. Free throw off the mark. Not much time to lose if you're Sheboygan North. The time is now. Schonenberger no good. Mitchell will bring it up. Flip to Gresh. Now Mitchell with it. Over to Nenig. Nenig trying to drive. Time starting to come off the clock. And a foul will go against Robinson. I believe that'll be his 4th, and Garrett Gresh will go to shoot the 1-and-1. Gresh's first rolls in. He's up to 17 points. And good on the second. 18 points for Garrett Gresh. He's inching closer to that 700 club. Blocked by Nenig, and that will likely put the ice on it. Tudis knocks it out of bounds, but it'll stay with Notre Dame. Inbound to Mitchell, now to Gresh. And it'll just get dribbled out. Final score, 81-26. Tritons get the win over Sheboygan North. Looked like the Tritons were going to run away with this one early on in the second, but a late rally there by Sheboygan North. Did not last long, though. As the Tritons pulled away, they'll win by 15, advancing to 13-5, exceeding their regular season win total from last season. They will play Preble on Friday here at the Triton Center. Final score tally for the Tritons. Emmett Lawton had 2 points. Danny Nenig, 3 3-pointers in this one. He had 17 points. Hold on. Chris Mitchell with 13 points. Ethan Wall, a team, had 5 points. Keegan King with 5 points. George Kress with 19 total points. And Garrett Gresh had 18 points. So the 3 seniors in the starting lineup, Danny Nenig, George Kress, and Garrett Gresh, all with big scoring nights for the Tritons. 81 total points for the Tritons. They get the win 81-66 over the visiting Sheboygan North Golden Raiders. And that'll just about do it for this one. For Principal Patrick Brown, Assistant Principal Greg Massar, President Dr. Tom Kiley, Athletic Director Matthew Koenig, Andrew Pekarik, I'm Joey Bonadonna. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.